What's up? What's happening? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Animation Station, and one's station for anything and everything animation, including two superheroes to fight on the other side of the world. Welcome to my review of Anansi. Now, as you guys know, I probably set off more than a few people with my last review with Reverser. Even though it was a great episode, I still gave it a high score. Now, going into Anansi, I wasn't really quite sure what to expect, outside of the usual Miraculous template formula. And this episode is pretty much that. It's really good, but it's not quite great. Let me explain. I like Anansi as a character, both her villain design and just her personality in general. You know, being that hard-edged fighter that's being a little too overprotective of her little sister. And you know what? In a way, you can kind of sympathize with that, especially if you are an older sister that's in this kind of situation. But on the other hand, this is a cliche that has been done in numerous cartoons before, so it's not really like this episode's breaking new ground. But I like the little interactions with each character, and I especially really like Nino in this episode. For another reason I'll get into later, but just the way he tries to be a hero even when he doesn't have powers and wants to protect his friends, in this case Alia. Like, all his interactions with Alia are just golden and really, really sweet. I also really like that Adrian does get a bit more screen time in this episode via a video phone call with Marinette. And that makes me question how and when he got her number, but okay. A bit of a plot hole, or maybe it's just me not being able to remember things very well, because my memory is the memory of a goldfish. Anyway, I'm rambling. But Anansi puts up a fight. Like, she is really cool, and you can understand the way she feels and the way she's acting. A bit egocentric, but I mean, again, you can understand how she feels. So when she gets akumatized, you do feel bad that now she's being forced to do evil. But Anansi's design is really cool, you know, being a literal spider that has all the prowess of a boxer. Like, that's a really cool design and a really cool combination. I also like that this is, I believe, the first episode where the name of the villain is the exact same name of the character that gets akumatized. Like, Anansi is Anansi. It's not like, here's the butler, his name's Despair Bear. Like, something like that. And the fight she has with Ladybug and Cat Noir is really good here. But up to that point, the episode was really just decent. But where it got really good was when Nino got to have his own Miraculous. In this case, he got to become Carapace. And while we don't unfortunately see him do a whole lot as Carapace in this episode, he does just enough to help Ladybug and Cat Noir out of a jam. So I also really like the really clever move that Cat Noir does to keep people away from his Miraculous, and that is that he charges his hand with a Cataclysm, so if they try to touch his ring, they get, depowered and disintegrated pretty much, which is interesting. And then I also like Anansi's little back and forths with Hawkmoth. Like, dude, make up your mind. Like, those little interactions are really funny. And I do like her fight with Ladybug. I do wish that they gave Carapace a bit more to do, but he does just enough to be helpful and help out. And again, seeing Nino get to be a superhero was really satisfying and really nice. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, this episode isn't the greatest, but it's very good and very entertaining and very enjoyable. I really liked this one. Now, like I said, up to that point, the episode was just decent, probably a 6. But when Carapace stepped in, and we got to see his suit and his Miraculous in combat for the first time in the series, it jumps up to a 7 out of 10 for my final verdict. A 7 out of 10. It is a really good episode. Not quite great, though, because it does really follow that standard template for most of the episode. And as much as I like Anansi as a character, I wish we got a bit more of her. But who knows, maybe we get more in later seasons, I don't know. Here I am stuck way back in Season 2, when there's already Season 5 airing in France, so what do I know? Anyway, that's going to do it for this review. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Animation Station, because don't forget, it is and always will be your #1 stop destination for anything and everything related to animation, and little live-action, kid-friendly one-offs every now and then. And stay tuned, because we only have 7 episodes left until this month is over. So, yeah, and when I review the final episode of this season, which is a 2-part special, I will give you my official top 10. But this episode is not a top 10 worthy episode. It's not in Christy's top 10 list either. But it is really good, it is really entertaining, and I don't by any means hate it or find it dull and boring. It's really good, even though it was just decent for most of it. It is pretty slow. It does have some problems in the pacing department, but look past that, pretty good. Alright, that's all I got. See you guys for what people call one of the creepiest episodes in the series, Sandboy. And me being a horror nut, that sounds right up my alley. Anyway, see you guys tomorrow for that review. Until then, thanks for watching. Peace.